What's going on, guys? I'm Jay the Black. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about a breaking news story out of San Francisco in California. The San Francisco 49ers 2024 first round draft pick by the name of Ricky Pearsall out of the University of Florida was shot during a robbery attempt in Union Square. Now, I believe this might be in the middle of the city, right in the city. Someone tried to rob him. I believe there was a fight over the weapon. And not only was he struck, the other person was struck as well. This is absolutely ridiculous, but this is what has been going on in California. Cars have gotten broken into. There was a famous TV actor. I believe he was maybe on General Hospital. He was on one of the soap opera shows. He lived in the Bay Area. He lost his life during a robbery attempt. Maybe some of y'all have heard about that story that happened, I believe, a few months back. And this same thing could have happened to Ricky Pearsall, but apparently he is in stable condition, which is good. But it tells y'all that California continues to show the world that they are a failure of a state. Because you got to understand something. There used to be a code amongst criminals. You know, a lot of times they would rob regular people. Not saying it is a good thing, but you rarely see them go and rob famous people. Now, maybe they didn't know he was famous, but why would you rob him unless you had an idea that he probably has money? This also, this could have been a setup. You know, I'm thinking on the details of the story. Some things just really don't make sense to me. Why would they rob him there? He was on his way, I believe, to an event, and he's robbed on his way to an event. So this person must have been lying in wait for him. And I believe more details are going to come out. But I really think this shows that California is a state in just total decline. The governor there now all of a sudden wants to do something about homelessness. He's trying to force homeless people away from the public streets out there in California. I don't know how that's going to go. But they waited so long to actually do something about it that now you're seeing all these crimes. You have a governor and you have a legal system in California that don't incarcerate criminals. They actually let them go. Due to overcrowding in the jails, right? Even though they build prisons every 5 or 10 years, they're building more prisons, but due to quote unquote overcrowdings, they don't even prosecute. They usually arrest them and then let them go. Kamala Harris was a part of this failed legal system in California for a number of years before she went into trying to be vice president. This is ridiculous to me. We're going to play the story. I want y'all to understand why Democratic policies are no good, because they are soft on crime. They have people coming over across the border who are criminals, and California is a known sanctuary state. And you have lawlessness. They don't even punish criminals. They allow criminals to break into businesses and rob them, and they don't even punish them. These people have been breaking into cars, stealing stuff out of them. That's normal out there in the Bay Area, unfortunately.
Right now at 5, we are following breaking news in San Francisco. 49ers rookie receiver Ricky Pearsall was shot this afternoon. Here's what we know right now. Supervisor Aaron Peskin's office confirms Pearsall was shot during an attempted robbery in Union Square, right there in the middle of San Francisco. Peskin's office says Pearsall's in stable condition. A suspect is in custody. We've got calls out to San Francisco PD and the 49ers, who have not yet confirmed that shooting. We also have a crew headed to the scene as we work to learn more information. Pearsall is an Arizona native who played in his home state as well as in Florida. He was a 49ers first-round draft pick and was signed this summer. We're going to bring you the latest updates as we get them on our website.
Right before he starts his first NFL game, this happens to him while he's on his way to an event. Let's get into the particulars from this article here from NBC Bay Area. San Francisco 49ers first round pick Ricky Pearsall was struck during an attempt robbery in San Francisco's Union Square on Saturday. San Francisco's supervisor Aaron Peskin's office confirmed to NBC Bay Area that Pearsall was struck but is in stable condition with no life-threatening injuries. Additionally, the office also confirmed that the suspect was also struck with their own gun. According to the San Francisco Police Department, the suspect attempted to rob Pearsall, which led to a physical altercation. The suspect has been placed into custody, but no formal charges have been placed per SFPD. Let me say this. This could have went totally wrong for Ricky. Don't fight people with weapons drawn on you. That's what I would say. Don't fight people with weapons drawn on you, because those guys are already nervous and are trigger happy. And if they feel like that robbery isn't going their way, they're going to pull the trigger. Now, this according to this particular person here. It says Ricky Pearsall has been struck in Union Square in an attempt robbery. According to Supervisor Peskin's office, the suspect is in custody and Ricky is in stable condition. His office has been in touch with the Central Command. More to come. Both Pearsall and the suspect were transported to a nearby hospital for further medical evaluation. Following the incident, Mayor London Breed issued a statement sending her best to Pearsall. No, you need to get tough on crime, because this man could have lost his life because you're so lackadaisical on criminals. This afternoon, there was an attempt robbery in Union Square involving San Francisco 49ers wide receiver Ricky Pearsall, and he was struck, Breed wrote on a social media platform X. The SFPD was on scene immediately, and arrest of the shooter was made. My thoughts are with Ricky and his family at this time. We will provide more updates, including on his condition as I receive them. Well, the first thing you can do is get tough on crime. Now, you look at her tweet. She got 2,000 likes, but she also has 1,000 replies, which lets me know that people are getting on her, because no man, okay, who's in the middle of the city in broad daylight should have to worry about being robbed on his way somewhere. This didn't happen on the outskirts. This didn't happen in a bad neighborhood. He was in the middle of San Francisco and was robbed, or there was an attempt robbery in broad daylight. London Breed. I mean, why are criminals so bold? Like, not to say this doesn't happen, but to famous professional athletes, it's very, 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 very rare that you will have a professional athlete, although it be a rookie, get robbed or attempt to be robbed in the middle of the city in broad daylight. What does that tell y'all about what's going on in San Francisco? Not only is the homelessness a problem, but the crime, the robberies. This was a very bold thing to do. That guy who did this needs to not only be convicted, which he probably will, he needs to go to jail for a very long time to send a message. But the soft on crime, you know what's funny? California was tougher on Tory Lanez than they were on people who've actually taken people's lives out there in California. They were tougher on a guy that ain't from this country, from Canada, than they are on the criminals in their own cities and state. You know, this is where we are. 49ers wide receiver Deebo Samuel took to social media and said Pearsall was good following the incident, as you can see there. Leading up to gameplay, first round receiver Pearsall missed the entirety of the preseason due to a shoulder injury. Head coach Kyle Shanahan described Pearsall's issue as a shoulder issue, which occurs when the ball of the shoulder partially slides out of the socket and then pops back in place. There's some particulars on his background. But yeah, something needs to be done, California, because this is bad. This is bad. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and I'll see y'all next one.